This is non-Islamic source. Not Islamic source. And when we use non-Islamic source as a witness for the truthfulness of Muhammad, peace be upon him, then there is no doubt about this kind of witness. Because if we bring the witness from our side as Muslims, then they would say, okay, he is your prophet, and you believe in the Quran, and you believe in the Sunnah, and it's normal to bring or to support him or to bring the truthfulness to his saying. But we are using non-Islamic source. Okay. Let's go through these sources of witness one by one in order to compare the statements of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, about this issue and the recent findings of science and the statements of the specialists in this field. Start with the modern science. The modern science and the timing of the human embryo stages. The human embryo goes into stages inside the mother's womb. Before the 40s of the 20th century, embryologists were unable to calculate the timing of human embryo development. It was impossible to calculate the human embryo development and to give us a timetable about the different stages. It was really difficult to determine the day when the human embryo changed into human form. It was impossible. And they tried to do it for centuries. And there were about 21 days as error in order to really determine the right time. 21 days and error in their calculation. Why? Because it was difficult to ask a woman, we are going to use your baby in our experiments in order to determine the timing of these different stages. And if we ask some women in order to be as samples for such experiment, it's going to be harmful for them, harmful for their babies. So it was really difficult before the 40s of the 20th century to determine when, at what day, the human embryo changed to human form. Okay, what happened after that? Nowadays, embryologists with cameras and magnifying instruments can calculate the time needed for the stages of the human embryo. Just only during the recent years. Because they have cameras, they have magnifying instruments that can follow the development of the human embryo and take pictures for the different stages. Because we are talking about several millimeters embryo. How can you track it except through such instruments? So now they are able to place cameras inside the womb, okay, of the mother and follow the development of the human embryo. trace the embryo step by step. Okay? So now it is easy for them to specify the time, the day, when the human embryo changed into human form. Okay, give you some pictures. See, from 28 days, okay, up to 41 days. Okay? 40, concentrate on this picture. 41 days. I'll give you a big picture for the stage or the 41 days, the human embryo at 41 days. This is 20, I'm sorry, this is 28 days. There is nothing, just only, lump. Nothing here. Can you distinguish anything about humanity here? Nothing. This is 28 days. Okay. After 28 days, 41 days. Now, still, there is nothing about the complete human form. The eye is just only primitive eye. There is no complete eye. There is no ear. Primitive legs. It does not look like human form. Do you agree with me? That it does not look like human form? Okay. So, the next picture. 44 days. Human form.
Isn't it?
The eyes, hands. Well, you can. The ear. It's not easy to say it. Legs. It's whole figure. 41 and 44 days. And the statement of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, at what day? After 42 nights or days. It's the same. Almighty Allah sends an angel into the womb and starts to shape the human embryo.